Hey Kamloops, the November real estate stats are in, and today we're going to discuss some massive changes in the Kamloops real estate market that we haven't seen in the past 3 to 5 years. And based off of the past couple years, I didn't think that we would ever see this again. Before we get started, let me introduce myself. I'm Scott McDowell. I'm an award-winning realtor here at Royal LePage with over 17 years experience helping both buyers and sellers in Kamloops find their dream homes and achieve their financial goals. The one thing I do ask is if you do find this information helpful, please help us out, hit that like button, and subscribe to our channel. Also, if you're looking to make a move in Kamloops and you want some expert advice, please reach out in the contact information below or click the calendar link in the comments to book an appointment with me at a time that works best for you. All right, let's go check out some crazy news. All right, are you guys ready for the massive change that we have not seen in 3 to 4 years? The massive change is when you're comparing 1 month stat compared to the previous month and compared to the previous year at that same time. This is the first time that we've seen virtually identical stats. We're a little bit up from the same time last year, but for the most part, we're not seeing the fluctuation that we've seen over the past couple of years. But in the previous times when you were comparing a house, maybe a sales price from November of 2020 to 2021, we were up 20%. When you're comparing 2022 compared to 2023, throughout the year, we've been seeing quite a bit of a drop. So this is the first time that we've actually seen the consistency over last month compared to the previous month and compared to the previous year here. So definitely a good sign that the market is stabilizing. Interest rates are stabilizing and possibly coming down in the new year here. So that's definitely some good news to have some consumer confidence that a buyer can basically feel confident that they're purchasing something without overpaying, and also a seller can sell at current market value and not think that they're selling at the bottom of the market. So it's definitely a win-win and starting to normalize into an actual normal market here, which is basically a win for everybody else. So a win for both buyers and sellers. So let's take a look at a deeper dive into the stats here. So when you take a look at November this past month here compared to October, we saw the benchmark price of single-family homes at $661,000 compared to $655,000. Again, not much of a change. Sales were only down from down at 101 for the month compared to 102 for the previous month. Days on market down a little bit from 66 days on market for the previous month down to 59. Inventory was the biggest one. We're actually down to 124 active single family listings. So that's definitely good indication if you're looking to sell a single family home. This might be a good time because there's lower inventory compared to the previous month. Now let's take a look at townhouses compared to the previous month. Townhouse benchmark price is $352,000 compared to $359,000. Again, sales are down a little bit during that month, but for the most part, it's fairly stable. The condo market, we saw a condo market drop just about 8,000. Again, it's fairly normal, fairly seasonal that we tend to see heading from fall into winter time here. So we're down from 405 to 397, but again, sales 18 sales compared to 19 sales of the previous month. So again, for the most part, we're seeing stability. Again, let's take a look at the townhouse over here. We're 352 compared to 340, or sorry 532 compared to 540 the previous year, but sales 19 sales, 20 sales. Days on market virtually identical. Same thing in the condo market. So condo market, we actually only had 9 sales the same time last year, and the benchmark price has come up on those ones as well, right? But again, for the most part, we're virtually identical, and that's like I said, that's just definitely a good sign moving forward. Stable markets, and again, everybody's in their own little micro market right now. So I have clients I've done market evaluations for out in recently just in Valley View here, and there was basically looking for a single family home, and there was 8 homes for sale between 700 and 800,000, and none of them were selling. So maybe that, like, if you're looking to sell a house in that micro market, single family home in that neighborhood, maybe it's not the right time for you, because in order for your home to stand out, you might have to put your home on at a little bit of a better price in comparison to some of the other homes. Now, I did the same kind of market valuation for a client of mine up in Aberdeen, and believe it or not, there's only 4 homes for sale in the entire kind of price point that my client was in. So it makes sense for the Aberdeen person to put their house up for sale because there's lower inventory and still the high demand. And it might not make sense for the Valley View person because you might have to put your home on for sale. So everybody's situation is different, and it's very important to talk to your realtor to find out more information on what is best for you and best for you moving forward. Maybe it might be list now or list in early January when there's no other comparable inventory, or it might make more sense for you to see what happens with those other sales, see if some homes end up coming off the market, and maybe listing a little bit later and closer into the springtime there. So If you have any questions regarding any of this information, please feel free to reach out. My contact information is below. Feel free to reach out, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you sometime soon. Thanks. Talk soon.